It's fair to say that Al Baxter has had a bittersweet international career. Despite having been capped 64 times by Australia, a national record, the critics have never been slow to lay the blame for the Wallabies' frequent scrummaging problems on his broad shoulders. The 2005 visit to Twickenham to face England was perhaps the lowest point in Baxter's career. Out-scrummaged by Andrew Sheridan, he was eventually yellow-carded and could only watch in horror as the Australian set-piece disintegrated.
2005 obviously was a bad year for us, and it was tough because of the poor showing there at the set-piece. Australia, for the first time in many years, actually engaged a set-piece coach and a scrum coach, and then the performances turned up because of that. And so I guess, look, you never want to be part of something like that, but I'm happy that I'm still here, having been part of that, I guess what became the catalyst for getting specialist coaching.
Help was slow in coming. A further painful lesson in the art of scrummaging was handed out by England once again in the 2007 World Cup. And it wasn't until the appointment of a new coaching setup that Baxter noticed a real difference.
I felt really refreshed and invigorated with a change of coach. We had Robbie Deans come in, who's changed the philosophy of the Wallabies a bit, but also, I guess, having Michael Foley come in a couple of years ago and become the first set-piece coach I've had in Australian rugby. It's been great for me personally. It's been a lot of fun working under Robbie, and it's been a great learning experience working under Michael. So hopefully I can continue working under those guys.
Last year, there was a noticeable step up in the quality of the Wallaby scrum, and it all came together in November, and as fate would have it, against England.
We'd had, as a pack, a lot of confidence coming through the year. We played the Irish and the French earlier in the year, then we played obviously the New Zealanders and South Africans in the Tri-Nations and did well against those guys. Obviously the press in Europe hadn't watched a lot of the Tri-Nation stuff, so really didn't expect us to be much different from what we had been in previous years.
Baxter still hopes to win the Super 14 title, with his team the Waratahs having fallen just short in 2006 and again last year. But when he isn't propping up scrums, he's focused on the construction of other solid structures.
And I always thought I'd be an architect as opposed to a rugby player. I played rugby and loved playing rugby, but I was a club rugby player doing it as an amateur sport. So I guess originally my first passion was architecture, and I really thought I was going to be a full-time architect.
Rugby dominates his time, but Baxter is happy in the knowledge he has another career lined up when his playing days come to an end. He's fortunate enough to work for a company in Sydney that allows him to pursue both careers. The work is certainly varied, but he can never fully escape the day job. The knowledge acquired playing in impressive venues all around the world is being put to good use by his employers.
Well, this stadium we're sitting in right here is one of our recent projects, the Victor Trumpet Stand. It used to be an old hill here, which is basically a hill with concrete and a few seats on it. And now the SCG Trust wanted to turn into a stand, so we've created this. I'm placed mostly on stadium projects because of my sporting background, but apart from that I've also been on high-rise buildings in the city and private homes of individuals and things like that.
He may be starting to plan for life after rugby, but the 32-year-old still harbours dreams of winning a Rugby World Cup, having come so close in 2003.
The World Cup's an amazing experience. I guess it's our Olympics, and it's certainly the most exciting tournament to be part of. So, look, I'd love to play another World Cup, but that's up to, I guess, the Wallaby selectors and not up to me.